gonna bring up your first comedian, very funny man, Gwinn.
Very funny man, we'll see if that's true. But yeah, so I was a very passive child, not very aggressive. I only ever got into really one fight. It was after a baseball game, hard loss against the Baseball Maniacs. Yes, they got to choose their own team names. Yeah, and my supposed teammate, Joey, went up and stole a ball from my sister. And so like any good younger brother, I ran up to Joey, punched him in the stomach, and then ran away. Okay, I set it up like it was a fight. It was more of assault, but fun size. That's fine. Anyway, so after I punched him, of course, there was a lot of crying, mostly by me. My dad was actually very impressed, though, because it's a very masculine thing to protect your family. He was somewhat less impressed, however, when I wrote a 4-page apology letter to Joey, which included at least 4 scriptures and a quote from Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go." He grew even less proud when I made him drive me over to Joey's house to read the letter not only to Joey, but also to his family. We waited an hour for his mother to get back from Target. At graduation, his grandmother looked at me and said, "Oh, the sad kid." I was remembered. But from that story, it might be surprising to some of you that I actually, had a fair amount of friends as a child. I did not have children as a child. Let me repeat, I had a fair amount of friends as a child. Granted, most of them were purchased from Build-A-Bear Workshop, but they never left. Anyway, I don't know why I say that. None of my friends left. They're all still here and alive. Hey, friends. Anyway. But yeah, so that was weird. Another thing I didn't get when I was a kid was insults. Because I was like a very kind of like Gandhi, like everything's gonna be cool, let's just treat each other fair kind of guy. But that didn't really work in elementary school, at least public elementary school. Looking back on it, the best insult I ever received, or most creative at least, was fatstus. I was called a fatstus, which was creative because I loved Greek mythology. But loved Twinkies even more, and so it all just drowned it out. Yeah, so actually, one thing when I was a kid, I was very scared of the slide that was like covered, you know what I mean? Because you couldn't see one end from the other, and so you don't know what the fuck is in the middle. I thought maybe Satan was sitting there just chilling eating some soup. I didn't know, no one knew. Anyway, so I was terrified of it, and because I was terrified of it, this 4'11" small girl named Noelle would kick me up the slide and then kick me back down it. It's a weird visual, right? It was also a true visual. She would sit there and then kick me up the slide, go to the top, yell, "Hey, fatstus," and then kick me back down it. So I wanted to retaliate somehow, but of course I wasn't gonna hit a girl. I wouldn't really hit anyone, except for Joey. Fuck Joey. But yeah, so I asked my best friend, "Hey, can you teach me how to be mean, to like offend, insult someone?" He didn't respond, which kind of thankfully, because it'd be weird if a Build-A-Bear popped back. So I had to like rely on what I knew, and if I knew anything as a 5th grader, I knew about Christianity. And if Christianity had taught me anything, it's that we're all gonna die, and you better be fucking prepared. However, a lot of kids don't recognize that they're going to die, right? Like they're like, "No, I'm the exception. God just likes me more than you guys, so I'm gonna chill here, eat some pizza, we good." Yeah, Noelle was one of those kids. And so the next day at recess, when Noelle came up to me and was like, "Hey, fatstus." Also, I was like 6 inches taller than her at least. Anyway. She was like, "Hey, fatstus." I was like, "Hey, Noelle, guess what? You're gonna die!" And like her face just dropped. And like she got tears in her eyes and like started doing that kind of face. And I just felt so powerful. And so I continued. And I was like, yeah, you're gonna die. Your mother, your father, your twin sister, and you know what? I would say your grandparents, but God already got them. Savage as fuck, yeah. So she kicked me and I started crying. I got detention for 2 weeks. Fucking worth it. The bad thing is that I thought that was the proper way to insult someone for the next 3 years. So whenever someone bumped me in the hall, I was like, fuck you, Miguel, you're gonna die in 3 days, bitch! It's a good note to end on. Thank you, I'm Tyler Gwinn.